Kyle Whittingham addressed the media for the first time since the Pac-12 postponed the fall football season, and he says the team's trying to move on, preparing to play whenever that may be. Kyle Whittingham understands the Pac-12's decision, but that doesn't make it any less heartbreaking.
Agree, disagree, that's not really applicable. Disappointed, absolutely. We've got to follow the recommendations of the medical team, but it is interesting that the NFL's playing and 3 of the top Power Fives and a bunch of high schools and then there's some that aren't.
The Utes are all back on campus, still practicing 20 hours a week, trying to stay motivated.
It was tough news to give to the team. They were all disappointed. They want to play. Obviously, they're football players. They want to play football.
As for playing in the spring, Whittingham says if it does happen, it will have to be an abbreviated season.
I think it's doable. Right now, it's probably 50-50 at best. We can pull something like that off. In my opinion, one thing I would say is 8 would probably have to be the absolute maximum number of games in spring in order to not impact a fall season. And I think more like 5, 6, or 7 is probably a better number.
Whittingham can see a spring season starting at the end of January or the beginning of February.
That would put you, towards the end of March. And then, maybe you have a championship game between the North and the South. And I know there's even some discussions about maybe bowls jumping on board. But again, that's just all in the infancy stages.
So far, no players have asked to transfer to other schools that are playing in the fall. Whittingham is glad the NCAA granted an extra year of eligibility, even if players do play in the spring.
I think that was a great decision by the NCAA. To allow that. I know there was not much appetite from the players to play in the spring if it was going to be an abbreviated season and it was going to count against their eligibility.